YouTube, what is going on, guys? No, it's not your Madden Average, boy Madden Elite, back with another video today. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today, guys, we're back with the mini scheme videos. I have not done a mini scheme in a minute. I've been meaning to get back to them. I just haven't, but today, guys, we're going to be working out of the Baltimore Ravens playbook. That's the playbook we have next. If you guys are new to this series, I'm doing every one of the 32 NFL team playbooks. I'm trying to find the most unique mini scheme in that playbook. I'm going to try to take it into MUT head-to-head and try to win a game with it. Real quick, guys, before we get into the mini scheme, if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so you guys don't miss when I upload a new YouTube video. And if you guys have been enjoying the content, make sure to smash that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. Today, I'm going to be in this gun wing flex. Has some pretty decent plays, has some pretty good runs. The main play that we're going to be looking at is flood. A lot of different ways that we're going to be able to set this play up, and this is pretty much going to be the only play that we run. I mean, we are going to run a little bit of verticals and this PA Raven dive, but those are mainly going to be for beaters. We do have a couple beaters out of flood, but the main play that we're going to be running is flood. Now for the audibles real quick, the first audible is going to be flood. The second audible is going to be whatever run play you guys prefer. Really, whatever run is working against your opponent. Whatever run is popping, put that run in your audibles. Third audible is going to be 4 verticals, and the last audible is going to be PA Raven dive. So real quick, let's go ahead and come out and flood. As I said, this is going to be the main play. We're going to go against cover 3 right here. Number one thing is we're able to block our 2 tight ends on the right. My previous mini scheme was out of I think the Falcons playbook. It was like some trips formation where you could not block a tight end. That's kind of an issue in this year's game. If you can't block a tight end, you're going to have some trouble against blitzes. So we're able to block both tight ends. We can motion over a tight end if we want to block both tight ends on both sides. So that's kind of nice. So out of flood, if we look at the play, we have a skinny post. The skinny post on the left side is going to be able to bomb cover 2, cover 3, and cover 4. So we're going to be able to set up a couple different bombs with that post on that left side. The out route on the left side is really good. This play stock is actually pretty good. If you guys just want to come out and hike it like this, you have a high-low read on the left side. You have that hitch that kind of sits in the middle of the field. Pretty good play stock, but we got a couple different ways that we're going to be able to set this play up. One of the main routes on this play is going to be this like slant hitch that RB has. The first way that I like to set this play up, and pretty much the money play and the play that we're going to be working around, is going to be this play right here. We're going to put an out route on the left, on the far left receiver. We're going to put Y on this wheel route out the backfield. Another thing to mention real quick, we're always going to run our tight ends to the short side of the field. So if we were on the left hash, we're going to flip the formation. We're always going to have the receivers on the wide side of the field. We're going to go ahead and put B on the short post on the left side, and we're going to go ahead and flat A over here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to motion our tight end out and hike it right before he sets, and hike it right there. You guys will see the tight end runs inside and just sits in a perfect spot where you can throw this this little hitch route. I'll go ahead and run that again, and we'll kind of just go through the reads real quick. All right, so this is the setup. Your opponent's kind of forced to man up the running back or have something guard the running back. If not, he's kind of forced to user it. To be honest, there's really nothing that guards that running back wheel. If you man it up, you can still lowball it, pass lead inside. There's truly nothing that really guards that running back wheel. There's a couple zones that might guard it here and there, but a lot of people don't really put those zones on the field. So we'll go ahead and hike it just like this, and you guys can see how open that gets. You can just pass lead inside, lowball it. We'll go ahead and hike this again. Before he sets, you can see he sets right there, and you can lowball this post. Now, if your opponent's running a little bit more of a cover 2 defense, I'd probably put that B receiver, the inside receiver, on a crosser, so he might be able to get over the cloud flat a little bit better. And we're also going to be using 2 tight end apprentice. We're going to have tight end apprentice on RB and A, so we can put them on corner routes, we can put them on posts. And at the running back spot, we could use backfield master if you guys want, but you don't really need those extra routes out of the backfield. In routes, out routes, wheel routes work perfectly fine for this offense. All right, now for the second setup that we're going to be using, we're going to be using the out route on the left side. So we're going to pretty much keep everything stock. We're just going to flat route A right here. We're going to flat route that tight end. We're going to motion out this hitch. Go ahead and hike it, and we're going to keep it like this. We're going to keep the high-low read on that left side of the field. We have the backside hitch if we have to throw the backside hitch. and we can read the flat route to the running back and the out route to B. Just a really simple way to run this play right here, especially if your opponent's blitzing a lot. It's a little bit easier to make that high-low read on the left side because they're not going to have two zones playing over there in the flats. Now, currently, I'm going up against cover 3. That slot corner that's lined up right over B is in a purple zone. I'm going to show you guys, and I kind of just found this out a couple minutes ago or right before I started recording this video. I'm going to show you guys how to sort of glitch out that purple. He won't guard this out route. If we hike it like this, if we hike the play stock like this, you could see that purple completely bags that out route. The out route is just not open. But what we're gonna do, and this is actually a little bit better of a route combo, we're gonna motion over this tight end, and we sort of have this hitch over here on the left side that also sits in a perfect spot. We'll go ahead and hike it, and you guys can see if you needed to, if your opponent uses the out route, if he has anything else that guards the out route, I think a cloud flat will guard the out route in this situation, but the purple will not get out there. I'll show you guys again. You can throw that check down. You can throw the RB check down right there. We don't have any routes on the right side of the field, but we do have the post going from left to right. But I'll go ahead and hike this again, and you can see for whatever reason, that purple just goes down to the hitch and does not guard the out route. So if your opponent is leaving the stock purples out there, or if your opponent's doing the double flat defense where he's putting a 5-yard purple with like a 30-yard flat, that out route's gonna fit right in between those two zones. You're gonna be able to throw it, pass lead it to the sideline. You guys can see again, he got a little bumped right there, but he still gets absolutely naked. For some reason, I don't know why that purple just bites down. I guess because there's two routes over there on the left side. I really don't know what causes that. We'll go ahead and run it one more time. If you want for a little bit of a quicker route, if you do have backfield master, you can put the running back on this flat. It's a little bit better. It's not really that big of a deal though. The other one is perfectly fine. You can see the out route still gets wide open. Also, another way that we can set this play up is we can do this. We'll go ahead and put the running back on a wheel route. Since we have slot apprentice on B, we're going to put him on a crosser. We'll go ahead and put RB on a streak, and we're either going to put X on this in route, or we're going to go ahead and put X on a smart routed in route, whichever one you guys prefer. And all we're doing here is just rolling out to the right side of the field with this setup and trying to either throw the crosser, trying to make them choose between the crosser or the in route. You could throw the crosser right here on the sideline, or you could throw the backside in route if it is open. All right, guys, now for the fun part, we're going to be going over a couple beaters real quick. The first beater we're going to be showing against cover 3. So we're going to streak B. We're going to block the tight end. We're going to block the inside tight end. So we're going to block A. We're going to put RB on a corner route. And we can keep this flat route over here. I kind of like to put them on a curl route just in case everything's bagged. People don't normally man up the running back, so it's a really good route to just sit in the middle of the field, and you can playmaker it either way. You can playmaker it upfield, you can playmaker it to the left, to the right, whatever way you guys need to playmaker it. If your opponent uses the deep post, they're not going to be able to guard that playmaker. Go ahead and run it, and you can see this running back route you can playmaker, but this deep post, you can see if you wait a little bit more, it does get a lot more open if you have a little bit more time. All right, now let me show you guys the bomb against cover 4. I'll show you guys against cover 4 and cover 2. We already showed it against cover 3, so we'll call flood, and we'll scroll down here to cover 4 drop. Exact same setup. We're going to block that tight end, the inside tight end on the right. We're going to put B on a streak, and we're going to curl route the running back right here. Same exact setup. Go ahead and hike it and just wait for that deep post. Wait for that deep post to get behind that quarter. Go ahead and pass lead it to the right. Wide open touchdown every time if your opponent does not use it. So we'll go ahead and call flood again, and I guess we'll just call it against Tampa 2. We'll just go against Tampa 2. We're going to put RB on a streak, block that inside tight end, B on a streak, and throw route that running back. My bad, put RB on a corner route. Did not mean to do that. And there we go. There's the setup. Same exact setup again. We're going to go ahead and hike it. Hopefully we don't get shedded right here. But you can see we got absolutely destroyed right there. We got completely shedded. We'll go ahead and look at the replay though. Slot corner was blitzing right there, but you guys can see how open this post over here gets. The mid read is kind of like looking like it wants to run back there, but that's the, who is that, the middle linebacker? That's the middle linebacker right here. Anybody that runs a defense, like, nobody really has mid reads on the field. The mid read does not guard this, but I mean, it looked like it wanted to run back there, but nobody ever really runs mid reads. Everybody uses whoever the mid read player is. So we'll go over here, look at this receiver, and you can see how wide open this is. If you just pass lead it over here, this is just absolutely naked. We'll go ahead and try to run it again, see if we can actually get the ball off this time. Hopefully we get some time right here. Might have to block the running back. Let's see, do we have time? We had to throw it a little bit early. I mean, the play is still there. We had to throw it a little bit earlier than we wanted to, but with this play, if your opponent does run cover 2, you can make a little bit early of a read, I would say. Just because that deep half runs so far back. You can see that's still wide open right there. I did edit Tom Brady just for practice mode. I think I have him at like 95 speed, so hey, maybe we can roll out right here and showcase the beater. Might be a little bit better rolling out, actually. There's the beater. You guys can see wide open. There we go. We finally got it. Had to roll out for it. So you guys can see you can bomb cover 2, you can bomb cover 3, and you can bomb cover 4 with that exact same setup. You don't have to change anything. Now, of course, if you want to, if you don't think your opponent's really blitzing, you can put this guy in a corner route, and you could put the tight end in like a post or something, just to draw your opponent's user down, or you know, if they don't have any zone drops on the left side, you're gonna be able to throw that post. You guys can really do whatever you want with the inside tight end and the running back. The only routes that are really necessary for this beater to work is the streak by B. Of course, you have to leave the post on X and the RB corner route. Those are really the only routes that you need on the field. Again, the other routes, you can do whatever you want. You can put the tight end on a drag, do whatever you guys feel like. All right, guys, now we're going to be going over PA Raven Dive. Not really going to go over this play too much because there's not too many setups that we have out of this play. The one thing that is pretty nice from this play is if your opponent is using like 30-yard flats, having those corners in really deep zone drops. So we'll go ahead and put X on a streak. I like the streak over there. You can put them on a streak, a fade, whatever you guys want over there. And we're going to hitch B. So we're able to playmaker B whichever way we want. And just in case our opponent is running cover 2, we're going to motion this out to the right side. And right before it sets, we're going to hike it. And I'll show you guys in a second what that looks like against cover 2, but we're able to playmaker that hitch. And you guys can see this over here gets deep enough to be able to get over those 30-yard flats. Now, real quick, I'll call cover 2 and I'll show you guys what this wheel route, or I guess it's a wheel route. It'll fade on the right side. I'll show you guys what that looks like right here. It's not really a throw that's going to get like super open. Really, it's just going to work if your opponent has hard flats. Sometimes you can fit it in between the safety and the corner. We'll go ahead and run it. And I pressed the wrong button right there. I'm so used to my B receiver being on the right side of the field because I run bunch. We'll go ahead and do that again. And motion this guy over. And right here, you'll see he runs up along the sideline, and you can throw that on the sideline. That did get a little bit open. Maybe a better safety and Mutt's going to be able to play that. Again, this is the setup right here. If you guys want, you can also streak B and keep X on this. He's like on a stock, like 5-yard in route. So you can actually keep that route if you guys want. And the last pass play that we will go over, again, not really going to have too many setups for this play. It's going to be this 4 verticals. Really a play that I would want to use against cover 2. Not really going to call this play against cover 3. Not really going to call this play against cover 4. Only if you know that your opponent is running cover 2, we're going to be calling this play, and I'll just show it against cover 2 real quick. Against cover 2, what we're going to do right here is we're going to put the running back on an out route. He's going to be on an out route going to the tight end side, so he's going to be going to the right here. And on the left side, I don't like the double streak, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put B on a corner route, and we're going to go ahead and smoke screen this X receiver on the right side, and we're going to go ahead and motion. Just like the last play, we're going to motion this guy and hike it right before he sets. And you can see the cloud flat kind of runs back with it a little bit, but if there's a hard flat over there, or if your opponent has zone drops playing a little too low, you're going to be able to fit that wheel route on that right side. We do have this this running back route here as well, so we're going to go ahead and motion this guy, hike it right before he sets. You can see the running back is wide open over here in the flats. If your opponent has zone drops playing super far back again, we'll go ahead and hike it again. The other cool thing about this play is you are able to hit the tight end in the seams. Right there, you can hit him in the seams, pass lead inside. It's a wide open dot.
Your opponent doesn't have a middle zone, doesn't use the tight end. They don't have a mid read on the field. That tight end is going to be wide open against cover 2. And yeah, that does it for the mini scheme. I mean, everything else is really just going to be run plays. We do have a read option in this. We do have a couple RPOs that are pretty good in my opinion. We have a halfback power O. It's not an RPO. We have a read option going both ways actually. So the runs in this are actually pretty decent. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this mini scheme. If you guys are looking for something brand new to run, if you're tired of running bunch, tired of running trips, tired of running all the meta stuff, go ahead and give this a shot. It's actually a pretty unique formation, pretty fun formation to run in my opinion. Is it good and competitive? Probably not. I definitely would not even think about running this in competitive, but hey, if you just want to have some fun, you want to run something unique, something different, definitely give this a shot. It's definitely pretty fun to run. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so you guys don't miss when I upload a new video. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, stay safe. Peace.